Hi, I'm Dia. Welcome to 30-Day Yoga Party Day 4. Today we are shifting gears and we're moving into a yin practice. If you haven't already, take a moment to read the description below to learn a little more about yin yoga. But generally speaking, think fewer poses held for a longer period of time. So with that in mind, have all of your props ready to use just on hand, and I'll see you on the mat. Hello, my friends. Find yourself seated on your mat. Maybe prop yourself up under your blanket and access this nice, easy, long spine here, okay? Go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just pause for a second. Let your hands be face down anywhere on your body that's speaking to you. As a reminder, I am taking a virtual yoga class, but I am a real person. Feel the weight of your palms as they rest on your body. And just start to observe your breath. Don't change a thing, just notice your inhale and your exhale. And let this breath and the weight of your palms anchor you here in reality, in your body. Take an inhale and exhale. And then you can flutter your eyes open. Go ahead and reach your arms wide and up overhead as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, stretch over to the right. Good. Go ahead and round through center and then bring that left hand all the way to the left. Right arm swims overhead. And inhale here. And exhale as we go back to the right side. Breathe in. And breathe out to the left. 2 more times like this. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, reach 2 hands high. And go ahead and circle through your wrists as you let your arms descend down to your mat. Good. Moving to our first pose, square pose. So, where you are, actually, if you're not, go ahead and face the front of your mat. And I will be there in a moment. But just for a setup here, you can leave your hips propped up on this blanket. That feels sort of nice. And you're having your ankle over your knee, knee over your ankle to the best of your ability. You can see I have a lot of space here. So actually what I might do is slide off of my blanket and put a little bit of a filler there, a little bit of a nice cushion there, so I can sort of settle deeper into this pose. Okay, so once you arrive, take a nice inhale. And then as you exhale, you can walk your hands forward. And actually, as you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and rotate. Good. And then just go ahead and meet your edge, that point in your forward fold here where your body gives you a little resistance. It's like, oh, wait, stop right there just for a second. And then there you will stop. Okay. Soften through your muscles. To the best of your ability, let this be sort of a passive pose for you. And then decide to stay in stillness. And we'll inhale together to start. And exhale to stay. Breathe in and breathe out. And you can round up through your spine here. Take your time. Whew. Pause for a moment. And if you have a blanket underneath that leg, go ahead and bring it in front of you. Shift into your left hip, this outside hip, and you're going to swim this top leg nice and easy all the way behind you, setting up for swan. So I'm going to recommend that you actually press your palms into the earth to help you rearrange. Bring this left knee to the edge of your mat, and then you're going to rotate your right thigh, your back thigh down towards the earth and untuck your toe. Good. If, like me, you have a little bit of space here, depending on the amount of space, you can put a block underneath this left hip, or I'm going to go ahead and tuck this blanket in right under there. Again, we're bringing the earth up to us, which just sort of creates this, not sort of, it creates this sense of security within us. So our muscles go from clenching because it's so crazy to sort of softening down and finding more length. Good. From here, crawl your hands forward, and you can let your elbows widen and stack your palms on top of each other. Rest here. You can also take one of these blocks and place it underneath your sternum, or you could do both. Beautiful, my friends. Take an inhale and exhale to stay. Soften through your body, soften your muscles, soften your mind, and allow your breath to anchor you here in this present moment. Breathe in and breathe out. You can use your hands to lift your chest, walk them back towards your hips. Set any props off to the side, and again, we'll shift back into that left hip and let your right leg come forward. Extend your left leg forward. Bring your hands behind you, and you can bounce through your knees. Let that circulation, that blood start to flow. Awesome. Moving to the other side. So again, in this square pose, this time your left leg is on top, ankle over knee, knee over ankle. And this side might be different from the first side, so go ahead and take a moment to assess what you need and then prepare your props as you like. Awesome. Great. And allow your spine to lengthen. And then go ahead and crawl forward, just wherever your edge is, okay? And let's inhale together and exhale to stay. Soften through your body, unclench your jaw, unfurrow your brow. And maybe as you inhale, you can say, I am. And as you exhale, say, okay. I am okay. Breathe in and breathe out. And walk your hands back as you round up through your spine. Pause for a moment. And then go ahead and remove your blanket or your props. Shift your weight into your right hip this time. Left leg, top leg swims behind you. And then again, use your palms. Really help yourself out here. Bring that right knee over to the right. Your left thigh, your back thigh rotates down towards your mat. Untuck those toes. Good. Set up any props. You'd like a blanket underneath your hips. Or I am a big fan of the block under your sternum. Good. And we'll breathe in here. And breathe out as you crawl your hands forward. Set yourself up. Good. And settle into stillness. Breathe in and breathe out. Go ahead and lift your gaze. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Set your props to the side. And again, shift over into that right hip and bring two legs in front of you. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and bounce through your knees again. Awesome. All right. Take your blanket and I want you to roll it. So let's see. I don't know. So it's about like, is this helpful to you? So it's about that big. What we're going with this is a nice chest opener. Okay. So go ahead and scoot yourself forward. If it's a really huge surface, a really huge roll, it's going to be a little too much for your back. But if it's too small, like if it's about half that size, maybe that could be okay. You be the judge. I'll show you where we're going here. Okay, so you're going to have this about right here, about where a bra strap might be, just below your shoulder blades, like the little bottom tip of your shoulder blades. Good. And you'll have to readjust a little bit, sort of wiggle around until it feels right, till you feel like you're getting a nice, easy back bend here. And your arms can rest comfortably on the floor. And your shoulder, the tops of your shoulders may or may not be reaching the floor. Okay, so basically I just want you to find yourself in a comfortable position. Your legs can extend beneath you, nice and long, letting your hips find a little openness as well. And let's take an inhale together and an exhale to stay. You could play around with your arms a little bit too. Maybe if you lift them into a cactus shape, that might feel nice as well. Breathe in And breathe out. Good. To come out of this, stretch your right arm overhead. You can bend your left knee and then roll over to your side. Just enough so that you can reach behind you here and sort of slide this blanket out of the way. Good. And then return to laying on your back, setting up for Shavasana. You're welcome to roll that blanket out over your body for some nice extra warmth and comfort. And once you're feeling good and like you could stay for just a few more minutes, take an inhale and exhale for rest here in Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to your body through soft movements in your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. When you're ready, take a nice long stretch overhead and then go ahead and roll over to your favorite side. Use your hands to walk yourself up to a seated position. We'll face towards each other. Press palms to heart center. Bow your head towards your heart with lots of gratitude. Thank you so much for your practice. Namaste.